Alright, is it going?
Really funny.
Yes. Okay. Alright, hi everyone, it is me. I am StRaNgE, your beloved cult owner, and I am about to read Chapter 4 of FaCe StRaNgE. I don't think you're just joining us, but if you are, FaCe StRaNgE is an epic fail. Okay? I dare say it may be worse than Twilight. And, okay, that is really saying something. Okay. Chapter 4. This is the first time I've read this, so you get my unfiltered reaction. ThE and ThE woke up to the shudder of Hogwarts students cheering and lollygagging. They jumped out of bed and ran into the Great Hall, where cowards of people were crowding around a girl. What is going on here? ThE dementored to know. Wait, that's Bella, said ThE as she peered through the congregation. Just as ThE said, Bella, Edward's girlfriend, was there, and ironically, that is I-Ronald-L-Y. She was giving a speech about why teen parency is illegal. Teen parency? I believe she means teen pregnancy, and teen pregnancy is not illegal. It is just stupid. Head desk, IRL. Ow, that really hurt, actually. Okay. Alright. But the point is, that couldn't have been any worse than what this is going to do to me. Well, it's a good thing we turned that water into wine. They turned the cum into water. What idiots, said ThE, winking at her, and then they took seats in the front. Edward was sitting nearby, and so was Shadow. All the students had to go to this meeting because it was majority for their classes. I think she means required. Oh, God. In the back of the ROM, Professor Snaps was watching Bella carefully. He did not get the memo about her coming to give a pubic speech, and so from afar he thought that it was Harry Potter's mom. Because Harry Potter's mom is a 17-year-old girl. When Bella's speech was over, she walked to the backyard to board her 2003 Chevy pullover when a bag flew over her head. Does anything about this not make sense to you? Because it doesn't make sense to me. I have you now, Lily Ann Potter, he says, and souffles her into the trunk of his Jeep. He sped off into the night. Edward gurred. Again, his senses were tingling in the moment's heat. ThE was good with a combat, but he was feeling fangled from the sex he had with ThE. Since there were no rules, they had sex over 1,000 times. So that's not going to get you pregnant. So he did not raise his hands. Instead, he deciphered to make a suggestion box. I think that Link should do it, asked ThE, because that was totally a question. Just then a blonde boy with a green hand and leggings came upon a griffin. He was wearing a sword and he had pointy ears. He swirled his weeping, and I think she means weapon, and slammed it into the ground with his foot. Let's kick some ass, he said. And then they wee on the way. Snape was fucking the shit out of Bella, but since she was blind, the bag had punctured her eyes. She thought it was Edward and moaned punctually.
It's like blowing my mind how horrible this is.
It gets worse, okay? They are all against Dumbledore being gay. They have a plan to kill him called Kill the Faggot Dumbledore.
First of all, you shouldn't be against Dumbledore being gay.
Yeah, he's in a tight black Hollister tee and ripped jeans to show off his muscles. Apparently,
No, you shouldn't be against Dumbledore being gay. You should be against him using children as cannon fodder and basically the equivalent of magical suicide bombers.
That is pretty much
Harry,
what...
you do need to die to make sure everyone else's life works out.
This is pretty much what it is.
And then, by the way, you can marry a raving fangirl who will probably kill you in your sleep if you sleep.
Yeah, I hate fangirls. Okie dokie. Edward busted into the room and saw them making whoopee and had a look of sheer horror on his face. Sheer horror.
Who the fuck says making whoopee?
Bob Eubanks. He balls dropped. He could not believe what he was saving. In his head, he saw that his Dorest Bella was in danger.
I mean, my soul is crying with every
And my brain is bleeding. But in his yes, he was seeing that it was not the chaste at all.
I mean,
Bella was indeed riding Snape's cock with her pussy, and she happy.
can either be very, very good or devil raping horrific.
Let me read this sentence again. Bella was indeed riding Snape's cock with her pussy, and she happy.
Wow.
He ran away as fast as his feet could carry him. That was probably the most grammatically correct sentence I've seen her write. Edward, wait! Dally shouted. She wanted him to come back and see treason, because she saw from the way Bella's eyes were gorged out that she did not know. But then she remembered Bella was a cunt and told Edward, I think we should kill them both. So, Edward came back to the room while the both of them were still humping and attacked Bella first. He sunk his teeth into her neck like the Titanic, and all at once she turned to stone. Because that's what you do when a huge marble, sparkly, vampire bullshit cunt face bites you. Let me see if I can find out where I was. Dally grabbed Snape's dick, and threw it out the window. Because you can just grab it and throw it. And then Link stabbed him through his heart and lungs.
Wait.
The scene, it was messy. Blood and guts was everywhere.
Is this a three-way crossover with,
No. It has everything in it. It has a Mary Sue insert, Edward Cullen at Hogwarts, Link, okay, Jack Skellington. It has Shadow the Hedgehog, a bunch of Mary Sue inserts, and Mystique from the X-Men as the main character's mother. She's only 26, and her character is 16. Okay, 10-year-old mother. Thank you. It's the worst fanfic ever.
As an actual fan of some fan fiction, this blows my mind.
That someone could be this idiotic.
Yeah.
I know. It's awful. And Bella and Professor Snape were dead. It was in this step that they knew they could defeat Dumbledore. Yeah. The F in defeat, she spelled it with a PH, not an F. Oh god. When Professor Skellington, oh finally they spelled Skellington right, heard the iPod, he rushed to the show right away.
Don't they
Fucking goddammit, he swore, now he'll need a new teacher again. He thought to himself for a few seconds and then said,
Harry Potter was set during the early 1990s.
And then said, Edward, you can be our new teacher. He smeared warmly because Edward is a student, now he's a teacher.
Early 1990s. Apple computer is like the cutting edge of everything.
Edward was shocked and aroused. I cannot believe this. It is such a hammer. He accepted the medal and went to class to teach. Since he was a vampire, he knew the most about potions because vampire implies potion knowledge. This is good news for Ed, said Dally. Alright, gang bang, let's go over to see who else is in our gang. We have Edward, me, Hiei, Link, Shadow the Hedgemouse, Jack Skellington's, me, and who else? Because she lists herself twice. How awesome is that?
Oh my god.
I think we should get Southgate, said Link. He is in the Gryffindors, but if we tell him Dumbledore is a pedophile, he will probably want to kill him too. He is an extortionist. That's an extortionist idea, said Bella. OMG. I think we should do it. They all ran to the Gryffindor common place and barged in on Sasuke. He was changing in half naked. Fangasm! She actually has fangasm in caps. Everyone ran out at once because it was a little embarrassing, except Hiei, who came out a few minutes later. What the hell, Hiei? Shouted Dally. Do you like him? I don't think so, said Hiei. It was kind of hot, though. That is not the fucking point, barged Edward. We need his help, and so it doesn't matter what clothes he's wearing. They uncame back in, and he was closed. What did you want, gays? Said Southgate. Sorry, I was studying. We need your help to kill a certain pedophile, said Shadow in a low but gruggly voice. You are a ninjask, which is a Pokemon, by the way, and therefore good with killing. You also have powers. And a wizard, because you also have a wizard. I will join your team, said Southgate. He was tying his shoes. When will we go on the missionary position?
Wait, pause. He was tying his shoes?
Said Southgate. He was tying his shoes.
Wow.
This is all one sentence.
First of all, as a thoroughly pointless aside, Naruto-style shoes don't have laces.
Exactly. Right fucking now, said Bella. She said Bella again. Her name is Dally. She spelled it Delly, D-E-L-L-Y, Dally, D-A-L-L-I. She said me and I, and now she's at Bella.
And Della.
Della, yeah, she did Della too. Okay.
I thought Bella died.
Yeah, Bella died. Okay, this is because it's a Mary Sue insert thing, and Bella is the epitome of a Mary Sue name.
Will you give it up?
And so they all ran off into the night, defeating the faggot Dumbledore with the powers. That is the end of chapter 4. Oh my lord. This is such a fail. It's gotta be a troll. I swear to God.
Let me state for the record that Mormons should not be allowed to write about vampires.
No, Romans should not be allowed to write period. Okay. Alright, we're done. You can turn it off now.